there, my name is Bekin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And something wonderful happened today. I wasn't going to make a video. I was actually going to take a day off from making videos, but because I was planning on doing a review of Ford versus Ferrari, which I went to see last night, which was okay, but I just didn't. I'm not passionate about it. And like, it was fun. I had a pleasant evening out with my wife, so that was nice. But that's really my review. I don't really have much more to say on it. Go see it. If you like it, go. If you feel what you found, go see the trailer. If you like the trailer, go see it. That's everything I can say about that. So I wasn't going to make a video day. But then I just saw really freaking great news. And it's great news because it's great news for Star Trek. Star Trek has been getting bad news after bad news after bad news. Then the great news, I think it's great news, is Noah Hawley is apparently directing another Star Trek movie with the Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Zoe Saldana cast. The JJ Trek. Now, I know some of you out there hate JJ Trek, and they see the Kurtzman Trek as a extension of JJ Trek, which probably, on a business level, I think is true. Also, I think Kurtzman has certainly has his position in Hollywood because of his alliance with his association with J.J. Abrams. And I think there's some, like the whole 25% different thing. Yeah. But if you just look at them on their own merits, without looking at external factors, the first J.J. Trek was a delightful, entertaining romp. Like most J.J. movies, if you squint out, if you look at it too hard, you're gonna see the cracks really quickly. So I think JJ is actually a pretty good director. Not good at recognizing what a good script is, and certainly not good at making a good script. So that first Trek was it. The second one, wasn't very good. It was a lot of misfires on a lot of levels, which was a real shame. It was a real shame, but it wasn't like, it wasn't disaster. It wasn't Star Trek Discovery. It wasn't awful. Like, I think we've had our goalpost reset in the last few years. It certainly wasn't short treks, which are even worse than Star Trek Discovery, if you can imagine something. So the second one was not good. Third one, I found just an enjoyable venture. Fell apart a little bit towards the end. Didn't really use Idris Elba as greatly as as he could have been, because he's a great actor. But I generally enjoyable one. I will certainly watch it when I'm looking around on Netflix and can't find anything else. I think it's a fun, solid Star Trek movie. Again, there's a few kind of like the destruction of the Enterprise and rebuilding is kind of stupid, but generally speaking, it was a fun Star Trek movie, and you can really tell it was written by Simon Pegg, who loves Star Trek. So the reason I'm excited about this is Noah Hawley is more than anything else, an innovative storyteller, which is something that a focus on story has been something that's been just so sorely missing from our entertainment for so long. I mean, it's been replaced by a focus on identity politics, which is just so sad. But Noah Hawley, so he's an interesting storyteller, and he has a great pedigree. He's done at least 2 shows. Both of them have 3 seasons, and I would say 3 excellent seasons. So he did Fargo. Fargo, each season is its own different thing. And I really recommend you check it out. It's a kind of a spin-off, but it exists in the same world as the movie Fargo. I think better than the movie. So the first season, fantastic, starred, what's he called? The guy from the English Office. Not Martin Clunes. Now I'm thinking Martin Jarvis. The guy from The Hobbit. Whoever. Starred him. Again, it was just great. Second season wasn't as good, much like the second Star Trek movie. It was set in the 70s. It really should have been fantastic, but it just didn't land. I don't know why it didn't land so well. And then the third season was better than the second. Again, fantastic performances, an interesting story. And then he also did Legion, which is just crazy. The craziest superhero show or televisual presentation ever. Fantastic, starring Dan Stevens. It was a bizarre, non-linear storytelling. Why this is so exciting for me is because Noah Hawley is writing and directing it, which means there is one artistic vision throughout. It's not made by committee. Yeah, and this is something that we've been like crying for. You know, I think that's really. I think that's really the big fear about the next Star Wars movie, which is we're about a month away from. Oh, less than a month away right now. Seeing it on the 18th of December. The next, it was like, other than it's got to recover from the disasters that Ryan Johnson inflicted on it, which I don't think it can. It's also been made by committee. So it's really good for it not to be made by committee. No, Hawley, this is his second feature. His first one, I didn't even see it come out in my country, in Israel. It was called Lucy in the Sky. I wouldn't have seen it because I can't stand Natalie Portman. Because it's not often that somebody's obnoxious politics makes me not want to see their work. Because let's face it, basically everybody has obnoxious politics working in the entertainment industry. It's just, Natalie Portman is Israeli, and she joined the Israel haters in Hollywood. It's very fashionable to have socialist tendencies, and with socialism comes anti-Semitism. So with socialism comes this hatred of Israel, and she joined in on that, and I'm so disgusted by it. I'm so utterly disgusted by that. I don't want to say. Thank God I saw the movie Annihilation before she did that, which I really, really liked. I thought that was crazy. But so I'm really glad I saw that. I actually even bought that on disc. I really, really love that movie. But each their own. Lucy in the Sky got terrible reviews, and it bombed horribly. I don't think. I mean, hopefully it'll come out. I will see it. I will certainly see it on Netflix, or when it comes out on Blu-ray. I would rent it, but not. Yeah, that's how much I like Noah Hawley. It makes me get over my utter disdain and disgust at Natalie Portman. And why this is really fantastic news is we've had bad news after bad news after bad news in the Star Trek world for years. We've just had it for years. We haven't had a successful movie. We had Star Trek Discovery, which is the dumbest show. Literally, I say literally. I sound like a millennial. It's the dumbest show one of the dumb. It's the dumbest Star Trek ever. It is so insanely dumb. And the dumbness does. I mean, if you're watching the short treks, they're equally dumb. And I have little hope for Picard because it's from the same production team. And that last short trek, it's so unbelievably sexist and patronizing to women and makes no sense. But if you haven't seen it, it starts off. There's like this woman is in a room in a starship. The explosions are going off, and then you have the security comes in with a prisoner who's handcuffed, and for no explicable reason has a mask on his head. And they said, "Oh, so what's with the mask?" So people don't see this guy turned and went traitor. Firstly, if you're in the Star Trek Discovery universe, Michael Burnham being traitor was such an incredibly a mutineer was such an incredibly big deal that nobody's ever done it before. So if somebody was Captain Pike's level was going to mutiny, it would be a big deal. And anyway, so she has to guard him. And he explains to her that this is all a big mistake, and like her ship and this other ship's going to be destroyed unless he lets her out. And she refuses. She follows the rules, and then it all turns out to be a test, which makes no sense. It's like a Kobayashi Maru, but they knew they were in a simulation. And Kobayashi Maru, this woman apparently doesn't know she's in a simulation, and it was just dumb as anything, and. Much like the message from The Last Jedi, shut up and follow orders. This had a similar message. Shut up and follow orders. And it's just done. So this is the misery we've been living under as Star Trek fans for years. So this, I think, is a reason to be optimistic. Listen, I'm not saying this is the greatest Star Trek movie ever. Who knows what it's going to be? It could be awful. But at last, we have a reason to be optimistic where I don't think we've had one for years in the Star Trek world. What do you think? What do you think of this news? Do you like Noah Hawley? Do you know of his work? Do you think this is good? Do you think it's bad news? Let me know. Leave a comment. If you're a Doctor Who fan and you'd like to win a DVD set of Trial of a Time Lord, the 1985, I think it's 84, 85, I think it's 85 Doctor Who TV season, 14 episodes long, starring Colin Baker. Then like this channel, subscribe. Like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment either on Facebook, Twitter, here, saying hashtag Sixie on Trial, SIXIEONTRIAL, and hopefully my Blu-rays are arriving on Sunday. As soon as they arrive, I'm going to do a what's the word? Not a culling, a draw. I'll do a draw for who's ever used that hashtag, and it will be sent to them. And then we've got tons of other Blu-rays the DVDs I'm giving away. I think next one will be a poetry set of called Dalek War, with the Planet of the Daleks and Frontier in Space in it. My name is Phelan Beck, and the Rabbi from Another Planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And thank you for listening. Have a good day.